evening. Here we're out and up with Alice C at the Mount Social Club, and we're doing an interview with Alice tonight around Flower Fair Musical again. And so Alice is doing a gig here tonight. She's kindly given up some time before she starts her gig to have a little chat with me.
Oh yeah.
So sure you'll be able to hear us okay. So anyway, Alice, how are you tonight?
Very good, very good. It's a bit cold, but
Yes.
it's fresh.
Yes,
Love.
true. And what do you think about the concept of Flower Fair Musical?
Oh, it's amazing. Flower Fair Musical brings together education about New Zealand's flora and fauna through the characters of the fairies. It also brings together the wonder of fairies and of
The
course,
magic.
yeah, it brings together the magic and also the grounding of the land that we are living on here, along White Path.
Exactly. There's so much beauty here in New Zealand. We're so lucky to be here. And how have you been involved so far with the musical? Like, we've caught up a little bit about doing original music pieces, because when I was doing the musical a couple of years ago, Alice was teaching children music after school, but it's a bit different to what she's doing now. And at that point she wasn't quite sure if the kids were learning original music, but Alice is now working with kids singing a lot of music. I'm not sure if it's their own music or music that you're recording now, which she'll tell you a little bit about soon. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, isn't it? And we've caught up a little bit with sponsorship, or talking about sponsorship down.
Yeah,
a
little bit. So with Flower Fair Musical, a lot of the inspiration comes from the children singing their own songs, isn't it?
There is that side of it, although what we do is there's a few solo parts within the show, so the kids will learn their roles solo. So I had kids that, you know, were quite scared to be behind the microphone, and then after sort of 2 terms of practicing, they were just fighting for the microphones at the beginning of the class. So yes, there is an option though within the musical for children to, if they wanted to, and especially those that may not necessarily be performing in it, because the ones that are quite busy, but they can write their own songs. Any kids can write their own songs and perform it in musical on the topic of the environmental fairies or whatever they enjoy. So yes, there is. And how's performing arts affected your life so far, and what's your experience, Alice?
That's a really hard question because I can't think of a beginning. So I guess I've been involved in performing arts my whole life.
Wow, that's great.
In my younger years, I was involved in quite a few musicals. But then
musicals?
And I was also in a few productions in Christchurch with Rosie Belton.
Oh.
So I was in Linnaeus Prince of Flowers, which was a big musical in Happy Park. So it was an outside setting, and I was a fairy in that.
Oh,
I was
cool.
the lead fairy, so I'm very experienced at being a fairy.
Was there trees in that part? Was there actually a kind of a natural setting?
Oh, Hagley Park is amazing. It's the Botanic Gardens, so it's a huge park.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so the different scenes were set in different areas of the park.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
God, that sounds so cool.
It was.
Wow.
It was very, very, very good idea.
Yeah.
But then later on I moved into bands and just performing as a musician.
Right, great.
And now into production and teaching and still playing music.
Yes. Oh, that's
But
great.
I just love any sort of form of expression and creativity. So
Yes. Oh, that's cool.
I don't like to stay into one just one project.
Yes.
Branch out. Yeah.
That's cool. Do you like playing with a duo or a group, or singing on your own best, you find?
Oh, I can't say. I love playing in a band, but then I really love my own loop pedal stuff as well.
Yes.
So I'd say it's 50-50 for sure.
Okay. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. So, how do you feel about New Zealand, our beautiful environment?
We were so lucky here in New Zealand. I live in the bush. I live up in I live in the forest, so that's I feel very lucky.
Yeah.
And I just I honour our flora and fauna here. I also think it's quite sad our level of protection for our environment here and our priorities with that. And I really honour and I would like to contribute to the movement,
Yes.
teaching our children and our community, taking ownership for protecting what we have here.
Yes, it's pretty important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's nice you feel so passionate about it too.
Yeah.
Yes, because part of the theme of Flower Fairy Musical is planting the seed literally with children around looking after the earth and around being part of a community that strengthens its environment, and because they're our people of tomorrow. And it's become a very modernised, digital, plasticky type world, that it's really good to keep putting those values back into our kids about the small things in nature and the beauty that can be found there. So that's cool. So what are your passions mostly in regards to the arts of the outdoors? Like, obviously
Specifically
music, I guess.
Yeah.
Or the
In terms of the outdoors, I've got a huge passion for the ocean.
Oh, have you? Yes, of
being
course.
able to see the mermaid.
That's your real last name?
No.
Oh, isn't it?
It's not. Anyway, I really love all ocean sports, really.
Yeah.
I grew up doing surfing, so
nice.
surfing and free diving.
You seem pretty good surfer these days.
I like to think so, but in my own little world, probably.
Well, it's great being in the ocean, It's beautiful, and rivers.
It keeps those positive ions going.
It does, yes, which we all need.
And so what was the question?
Your
performing
passion.
arts, my specific passion.
Well, yes, you can share about that. It was either one, but it sounds like you've got passions of both, and that's cool. You've had lots of experience in the outdoors and the sea.
And I guess if I could say how I'm bringing them together is within my music that I'm recording, I sample sounds of nature.
Oh, do you? Oh, cool.
So throughout the whole album, it kind of makes it a seamless track with the sounds of Tui and Harry horns.
Yeah.
So I like to bring music, because nature is music as well.
Yes, wow,
So
that's where it all started from. Any little beats and locusts humming and all that sort of thing. It's what the early people had. The early settlers didn't have anything apart from nature sounds, and that's where music originated from, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, there's rhythm everywhere.
It's good to remember that we're not separate from that.
Yes.
Bring that natural orchestra back into the music.
Yes, exactly. I know, yes, with the musical, when I produced that, I put some sounds as well into the musical. I tried to put some loops of different nature sounds, and I think it's a nice effect. And I wondered, do you use any of the loops when you play live, or is it just for your recordings?
Not at the moment, but I'm sure that's going to change
As
the live show evolves.
Right. Sounds great. And how can you see how this musical would build children's confidence?
Yeah, musicals are in so many ways, and there are so many lessons that we learn from being a part of a production. Let's just wait for this.
Yeah, we'll wait
biking.
for the car to go past.
My God, this attention-seeking biking. Rebels without a cause. So everything from team building to exploring the voice, just opening up, getting the energy flowing, breaking through fears,
being creative.
It's huge. It's really huge, and I think the adults and children equally, grow from being part of experience like this. It's just so good for self-confidence and self-love, and if you've got that, then you're sorted.
That's true. It's pretty much the two keys for majoring in life, so to speak, or surviving life at least.
Yeah.
And yes, I think that also tapping into creative energy, source energy is what gives us the energized feeling and gives us sort of spark in life. And yes, so and you're mentioning earlier we talked about how it can help children own themselves and own their space and own their own story type thing through a musical, like just getting to know themselves more and developing confidence.
On that note, especially like I see within my students this idolizing of celebrities, which is fine. You know, I think we all had our poster of our favorite surfer or musician growing up.
They can't because of the music.
Oh yes, it's gonna be louder. Okay, now we raise our voice. But yeah, going back to remembering that we're the main character of our story.
Yes, I really like that concept.
Yeah, and not giving the power away. You know, self-empowerment.
Yes, exactly.
And you know, don't put things on pedestals. And you know, when you're a part of a musical or expressing yourself, and that all comes back to you.
Yes.
And the people around you and your bubble, you know. So that's really good.
Yeah. And part of that bubble forms a team, but that is imperative to have that you quite well formed, and that does develop with musical performing arts, isn't it? Being creative.
I feel like we have to semi-yell now.
Yes, we will. We'll wrap it up pretty soon. So obviously you see it's important to see the gratitude and respect with nature. You think that's an important value for children to have? Yeah.
If we don't have that integrated from a young age, if we feel that separation, then it's hard to come back to that. You know, I think straight away, not just children, but we all need to realize we're not separate from our environment, from each other.
Yes. And
it needs to be practiced as much as we can, so we feel whole as well.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Because it's the simple things in life, like going out into nature, that can really help us as adults too. If we've developed that technique of knowing how to unwind in nature or appreciate it, it's really beneficial for the future too. So, okay. So, would you want to be involved in any way for future shows, Alice?
Oh, I think I really am. I'd love to be a part of developing the sound.
That would be very helpful.
And bringing in those sounds of nature, bringing in those native calls, and just in any way. It's a small community here, and I think when we all come together and all be a cog in the wheel, we can make something really beautiful. And it's amazing that we have fire starters like you to create something.
Get it all rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's funny. Tell me about a special instrument you've got. Can you explain a little bit about that before we wrap up?
Well, actually, I don't have it yet.
No,
but
we'd like to get one.
I've got a selection of Native American flutes, Cherokee flutes. That's a big part of my sound. And when I was playing here at Jam Night, a Māori man came up to me and said, "I want to make you a kawau." Which is really special, which is the traditional Māori flute, and it was a big part of.
Is it part of an animal, or is it something that's carved out of stone, or is it a natural formation?
I think it can be either, but as far as I know, the kawau is kauri, timber.
Wood.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. That'd be so lovely, eh?
It's very, very haunting.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Oh, it's been lovely to catch up with you again tonight, Alice, and appreciate your time. Thanks for giving me some of your time to share about the musical. And yes, so there's been lots of good points about it that we've pretty much covered a few of them tonight, but it is really nice if children can write their own songs, and it helps them develop confidence and then to perform it in a musical. It's just another key and another excellent thing about the musical is it gives children a chance to be originally creative rather than following a model and find their own inner voice and balance of it all. So on that note, we'll let you go, and thank you very much for your time listening to us today, and we'll see you again. Thank you. Thanks, Alice.